Hi everyone. This is a lesson on writing a literary analysis using close reading. Step 1. Annotate. The first thing we have to do is read the text. Some advice. Read with your pen in hand. Annotate the text as you go. If you're cool with writing in books, go for it. If not, use sticky notes or tabs to help organize your reactions to the text as you read. Whatever your method may be, develop one, and don't be afraid to try different methods to see what works best for you. Use this pre-writing practice to notice things about the text. You might notice things about context, setting, plot, characters, literary devices, or themes. You might notice when something is hilarious, ridiculous, or makes you angry. Mark it all down. Don't worry about thinking too hard about why you're reacting or noticing at this point. That's for step 2. Step 2. Develop a thesis based on your annotations. So now that you've read the text, noticed things, and recorded them or marked them using annotation, it's time to develop a thesis. These steps to writing an effective thesis statement are available on our eCampus page as a worksheet. I recommend writing them down using the worksheet. First, state your topic. So what do you want to write about? Second, restate your topic as a question. So make it into something that you can answer. 3, turn your question into a position. So you have to take a stance. It's your answer to the question. 4, narrow your thesis. So make sure it's focused. 5, qualify your thesis. Show that this isn't just your opinion. So that might look something like this. My topic is swords and Arthurian tales. My question? What role do swords play in some Arthurian tale? My answer? I think swords are phallic symbols in this particular Arthurian tale, whatever this particular Arthurian tale may be. Okay, now I have to narrow that and make it into a focused argument. I might say, I argue that swords represent not only strength in battle, but also strength in masculinity through phallic imagery. And then I may qualify. In this particular Arthurian tale, I argue that this author uses knighthood and swordplay to represent both prowess in battle and prowess in bed to reinforce the idea that women cannot hold physical power. So notice that the sample thesis I have provided does not have 3 prongs. It is not going to force me to write a 5-paragraph essay. High school teachers use that to comply to standardized testing format. We don't need to do it here. So organize your paper by idea. Don't force everything to fit into 3 body paragraphs. Okay, step 3, write the paper. Writing using close reading means that the text itself is super important. It also means that you should be citing the text often and then offering your own reading on what the text is doing. Here's a trick to help make sure you are doing this effectively. So this is called the meal paragraph. The main idea is the topic sentence of the paragraph. Every single paragraph needs one. The job of this sentence is to let the reader know what is about to happen in the paragraph in relation to the argument of the thesis. Next, evidence. This is the direct quote from the text that you are using. This quote should show the reader how the idea of the paragraph is connected to the argument as a whole. Don't just drop a quote in as its own sentence. Use some introductory phrasing to transition and give context to why the quote is about to happen and where it comes from. Remember to use MLA 8 citation. After you present your evidence, you have to analyze it. This is where you tell the reader how to connect the pieces, the idea you proposed in the topic sentence, the evidence, and how that evidence proves your point or supports your argument from your thesis. And finally, link to what comes next. What kind of relationship does the idea presented in this paragraph have with the next paragraph? Hold your reader's hand a little and help guide them through the information you're presenting. Think of linking sentences as bridges from one paragraph to the next. You can't get to the next one without crossing that bridge.